What is going on, Ranger fans and hockey fans? Welcome to another weekly edition of 407 Rangers. It is your host, Raymond Tapia. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and a comment. Turn on your notifications. And I'm about to go live, upload highlights, things like that. Well, once again, guys, this team loses in the same fashion. Same scoreboard, same outcome. They lost by 3 goals once again. And this time they guys, JT Miller was in the third fucking line, guys, and he was still bringing his team down. Just let that sink in. JT fucking Miller was in the third line, and he still managed to find a way to bring this team down. You guys already see it. It's not the Lafreniere, Perrault, and Zibanejad line, because guess what? They all got a point. So it's definitely not that. I told you guys, it's a JT Miller problem. Plain and simple. Like, there's no need for me to repeat myself, tell you guys exactly how it was the same fucking problem. The difference was JT Miller was invisible tonight. Meanwhile, Braden fucking Schneid, man. And I get it. Noah Laba was injured, and freaking that definitely did like hurt the Rangers a little bit not having a guy like Noah Laba. But man, I we could have definitely used him tonight because you guys already saw the impact without having Noah Laba. And I believe there was another injury. I'm trying to remember who else got freaking hurt because there's so much going on. Cause I know Noah Laba got injured, but this team was so like disastrous. Like I barely my bad, guys. I'm just trying to see who else was the one that got injured because I know it was Noah Laba. Oh yeah, oh yeah, Vakanainen. Yeah, Vakanainen. I didn't even notice he was out of the. Vakanainen is just another like just their kind of defenseman. Like this guy, like I said, guys, nothing's gonna get better until Drury realizes that JT Miller just maybe does not belong with the New York Rangers. I don't care if he's a fucking captain. Look what has been happening since he's been back. Like, isn't it ironic that the Rangers won 4 games in a row without JT Miller? And then when he comes back, yeah, they got one win out of his return, but after that, they lost 3 games in a fucking row. It's not a coincidence. It's just not, they're not, guys. Like I said, I'm not a miserable motherfucker. I'm not a Debbie Downer. But I know this team too damn well, and I know exactly what can happen when certain individuals return to the lineup, and you see it firsthand. I mean, you guys see it firsthand. JT Miller comes back, and they lose 3 games in a row. It's not a coincidence. It's just not. Guys, honestly, this team just needs to stop being physical too, because you know what? If your physicality isn't going to even give you a puck position or freaking win your puck battles, you gotta stop trying to be like the Florida Panthers then, because you're not the Florida Panthers. Your physicality isn't doing anything for this team. Like you keep losing games, ironically, because like you, I don't know what happened. I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know why Mike Sullivan chose to go backwards once again. Like I don't know, guys. Like I said, like I told y'all a couple of videos prior, if Mike Sullivan does this rotation switch up and things don't get better, then he likes to lose. I told you guys, this man likes to lose. Plain and simple. And I believe Friday they do play. I think they play the Winnipeg Jets at home. On no Saturday or some shit like that. Nope, they play yeah, they play the Jets at home on Sunday. So you're at least gonna have a little 2 day break from this team because you know what? We all need a break from this JT Miller effect, man, because like I said, guys, I'm already fed up and done with JT Miller. Like I am beyond ready to move on from the JT Miller experiment. Like this is just pathetic. This guy is going to keep bringing us the hell down every time he gets on the ice. Third line. That's all I have to tell you guys. This man was on the third fucking line. And somehow, like at this point, even if you put him on the fourth fucking line, it might not help. It truly might not help. It's so bro, how do you get put on a third line and you still like you still couldn't even like I told you guys, this man is hurt and he keeps trying to suck it up, but we're not stupid. We know you're injured. Like why the fuck do you keep trying to play with this injury? And of course, look at this the typical JT Miller press conference interview when things don't go their way. Oh man. It's like so repetitive. This like I said, guys, it's either JT Miller needs to get stripped off his captaincy, or you're gonna have to move on from him because I I don't know what more there is to tell you guys. The two main players I am so ready to see get moved on. Definitely JT Miller and Braden fucking Schneider and Uwe Vakanainen. Those are the three guys I really hope I see no longer wearing a Rangers jersey after the summer because, man, just my goodness. The more this keeps happening, now, like, you see how I felt a couple of games ago? Now they got me right back to this. Well, I thought we had hope. I guess we're going right back to being backwards in the freaking next upcoming season. All thanks to one guy. One guy. And you know what? Like I said, if I'm Chris Drury, you really want this retool, you want the fans' forgiveness, you want New York City to stop trying to riot because of your decision making, you better start figuring out what are you gonna gain from JT Miller. Because like I told y'all, this man can end up landing us a 12th round pick, and I would be fucking super okay with that. I would not give two shits if we end up getting the most latest rounder for a guy like JT Miller because I'm over it. I'm sick of this guy making my fucking favorite hockey team becoming an unwatchable product. Like my goodness, just when I thought I was gonna finally have some like progress with them moving on from Jacob Trouba, here comes JT Miller coming and saying like, here I'm gonna make it much more worse for you. I'm gonna show you like Jacob Trouba was nothing compared to what I'm about to bring. And this man's basically telling Jacob Trouba, hold my beer. Let me show you how much of a shittier captain I can be. Cause that's what I'm seeing. That's literally what I'm seeing with this guy. Like I fully understand why Vancouver laughed at us when Chris Drury gladly took JT Miller. Like Vancouver's got to be laughing at us, and they are dead last in the league right now. That team has way less home wins than we do. They are probably going to be the ones getting the first pick, but as of right now, the Vancouver definitely still till this day dodged the bullet, moving on from him because now we're stuck with his bullshit. And now I'm starting to understand why certain people were frustrated that JT Miller landed here. And I get it, Canuck fans. I totally fucking get it. It seems like to me his 100-point scoring season with Elias Pettersson with the Canucks was just a total illusion. It was just like the ultimate mirage because I don't see anything like the Vancouver version of JT Miller anywhere. Like that. Do you guys see it? Because I damn sure don't. I don't see nothing. Absolutely nothing that tells me like, oh, JT Miller's gonna change the franchise. He looks like what he did in Vancouver. Like it makes no fucking sense. How the hell you couldn't see eye to eye with Elias Pettersson, yet you somehow when you played with him, it didn't seem like you guys had a fucking problem or beefing. But as soon as you land here, you have no more Elias Pettersson problems. You somehow become like the shittier and worse version of yourself. How's that even possible? Like I thought the whole point of you moving on from a player that you don't see eye to eye with is for you to finally be yourself. Yet this man hasn't this man hasn't done anything to make anyone feel like there's going to be a new era of Rangers hockey. Zero. If you ask me, this man is he's regressed. The game is definitely leaving JT Miller. Like let's look at his points right now, cause guys, I'm so frustrated and I want to talk about the game, but it's like, what are we gonna talk about? How the Rangers basically lost in the same fashion like they did against the Devils last night at home? Because that's what literally happened. They were outshot, drawing so many fucking penalties. Like the penalties could not escape them. The Grim Reaper of the penalties was on their shoulder the whole night. And the Blue Jackets simply they outplayed them, just like the Devils did last night. The Blue Jackets wanted it more, and thanks to the New York Rangers, for the first time in a long time, the Columbus Blue Jackets got themselves in a playoff spot. So that's the only thing we can give the New York Rangers credit, that we're about to be the team that somehow ended the playoff drought for the Columbus Blue Jackets thanks to tonight's loss. That's literally what that's all you can say for the New York Rangers is thank you, New York. Thank you for giving Columbus an opportunity to see the postseason after a long time. Like that's all you can say about this game. That's it. Nothing is a bit. Igor Shesterkin, I don't know, man. Like, can I put the blame on Igor? You know what? You can say it's Igor's fault too for allowing certain goals because he did have an 861 percentage. Ironically, he had his jersey number for the amount of saves, 31. Allowed 5 goals though. I don't know. I think that white mask that Igor Shesterkin has, it's got to go because it's clearly not working for him. You're better off just getting your old mask, whatever the fuck you got to do. Like, just do it because this whole new mask experiment is just not working for him too. It's just not. So, well, I guess we'll talk about the team stats once again. I mean, like I said, the Rangers were outshot by the Blue Jackets, 37 to 20 fucking 5. That's all you got to know. The hits though, at least they out hit the Blue Jackets 21 to 11. At least they gave just 10 more physical hits. Good job, Rangers. Good fucking job. You're still physical, but you can't win your games. Good job. And then this what pisses me off. This team likes to win faceoffs, look like they're all bomb rushing physical, but they can't win fucking games right now. Can't win the games. They had six power play opportunities. It seemed like we were looking like the Wild from Saturday, where they had 7 opportunities and they only got 1 goal. That was the Rangers tonight. But the Blue Jackets, they weren't any better too in the power play, but yet they still outplayed the Rangers in the 5v5. They had 5 opportunities, got 1 goal. Meanwhile, Rangers had 6 and only got 1 power play goal. But from there, the Blue Jackets didn't need the power plays. They didn't. They truly didn't because they were already gaining goals off the 5v5s and off their breakaways. Like They were just toying with the Rangers. They are definitely showing the Rangers they're no longer an irrelevant team. Like now, the New York Rangers are becoming the new irrelevant team. And like I told y'all, things just will not get better until that captain is out of here. Either that or he steps down, and I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know, because he's definitely not going to give you Barkley Goodrow energy or Blake Wheeler locker room intent. No, he's not going to do any of that. You guys already see it firsthand. Like, JT Miller's not the guy. He's not the captain. He's not your franchise changing player. Plain and simple. He's just not. And surprisingly, even though the Rangers had a power play and a shorthanded goal, like, they, like I said, guys, this team, it's a ridiculous because they somehow gained the lead, and then when they gain the lead, it's like they don't like maintaining it. They don't like winning a period. They rather just give it away and then fight for it, and they just have no shot in hell of going on a comeback run and winning the game. That's what I'm seeing so far. Like, my goodness. And for your block shots, the Blue Jackets had no, the Rangers had 12, and the Blue Jackets had 8. And then for your takeaways, the Rangers had 5, the Blue Jackets had 10. For the giveaways, the Rangers had 19, the Blue Jackets had 11. And like I told y'all, in the first period, yeah, Vinny Trocheck did start it off with a little excitement with the shorthanded goal. But honestly, from there, the Blue Jackets definitely like answered right back. I mean, like I told y'all, they stayed it just like the last game. They stayed in it, and then they just let the momentum like shift right out of the building for that team, and they just let the Blue Jackets have the rest of the momentum. And from there, the ice just tilted towards the Blue Jackets. That's what literally happened. But Vinny Trocheck did have the shorty in the first period. And then Isaac Lustrom, he had scored a goal. Boone Jenner had the assist, and they tied it up in the first period. And Connor Garland, who was traded from the Vancouver Canucks, he has scored a goal as well, giving the Blue Jackets a lead. Zach Werenski had the assist on that play. But then Mika Zibanejad, and of course, this is why I said it's not the Mika, Peralt, and Lafreniere lineup, because guess what? That same lineup all contributed to this goal in the second period. Mika Zibanejad had scored the goal on that play, and Alexa Lafreniere and Gabe Peralt actually had the assist. And this is why I said I don't want to hear anybody saying it's a Peralt problem, it's a Lafreniere problem, it's a Zibanejad problem, because that's far from the case. Far from the fucking case. As far as I'm concerned, Lafreniere has already. This is his 10th point he's scored since the Olympics. So you cannot sit here and say, "Oh, this guy's the draft bust." You're fucking retarded if you really think Lafreniere is a draft bust when he's actually had the best turnaround in a fucking while. Like, I don't want to hear no complaints about Lafreniere because he's not the problem. He keeps scoring points. What more do you want from Lafreniere? He is starting to show why he was drafted number one overall finally, and he's not the problem. He's simply not the problem. So Boone Jenner, the captain of the Blue Jackets, scored, and they had the lead right back. They were up one. Heinen and Provorov had the assist on that play, and then from there they had another power play opportunity. Adam Fantilli scored the goal in that play. Zagorinsky and Kirill Marchenko had the assist as well. And this is why I said it's not a Lafreniere problem because once again, Alex Lafreniere. This is why I said JT Miller's got to get off everything. The power play, the 5v5. Lafreniere is still effective, and yet JT Miller can't do shit. How ironic is it that Lafreniere is not the problem anymore? Like I told y'all, you're starting to see it with your own two eyes that JT Miller is the fucking problem. And Adam Fox isn't either because he had an assist on the power play goal and Mika's advantage at as well. So Mika had 2 points. Lafreniere had like I believe 2 or 3. So they're definitely like I said, it's not their fault. Nope. I don't want to hear that. Nope, it's not their fault. Damon Servison had the goal as well in the third period, and the Blue Jackets were up 2 goals from there. right after the Lafreniere goal. Sellinger and Zarinsky had to play. Now they did pull Igor off the net, try to have an extra attacker, but of course it wasn't enough as Adam Fantilli hits another goal with the netter for the dagger, and the Rangers just simply lost once again in the same fashion, 3-6. And like I told y'all, I truly think it's just not gonna stop until I don't know. You gotta most likely just get JT Miller out of the lineup. This guy is clearly still hurt. You might as well just shut him down for the season. Call up whoever you gotta call up. Bring Scott Morrow. Bring in freaking Brett Berard for all I care. It don't matter. You gotta do something because I don't know what more it's gonna take. I just don't know what more it's truly gonna take because you put JT Miller in the second line and that didn't work. Then you put JT Miller in the third line. That's not working. So if you put JT Miller in the fourth line and that doesn't work, what the fuck are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Send him down to Hartford? A fucking veteran that's been in the league for 10 plus years? How you think he's gonna feel if he goes down to Hartford? It's gonna feel like the hugest insult to a guy like that. Like, this is why I told y'all, it's going to continue unless Chris fucking Drury grows a pair of balls and realizes it's time to depart from the JT Miller experiment in the offseason. Because he's going to have plenty of cash. And like I told y'all, if Chris Drury traded Panarin, Capo Caco, Chris Kreider, Jimmy Vesey, Ryan Lindgren, Jacob Trouba, like if you moved on from all those guys, let alone Wade Barkley, Goudreau, and all that other shit, I don't know what's holding him back from realizing he's got to move on from Miller. At this point, if you're Chris Drury, when the season's done, you approach JT Miller and ask him if he's willing to relocate to another team. Because if I'm the GM, I would straight up approach him and be like, how would you feel if we move on from you and move you to a team you prefer to play to? Because it's not working here. It's not working. I would straight up tell JT Miller in his face, it's not working here. We gave you a chance and we don't feel like there's gonna be a good direction going there. Straight the fuck up. That's exactly what I would say if I'm Chris Drury to JT Miller. Like, it's time to move on from you. We tried. It didn't work. Wish you the best. And you go from there. Because this is what's gonna get Chris Drury fired. Nothing else. Literally, keeping JT Miller on this team is what's going to cause Chris Drury to lose his job. Plain and simple, because if you keep this going, it's either James Dolan does not care at all and he allows this shit to continue, or Chris Drury just gave y'all the Joker card once again and fooled y'all with the retool letter and trying to say he's going to be the GM that fixes things once again. Because so far, I don't see it. The only thing I saw was the young players can be the ones that turn it around, not JT fucking Miller. That's what I've seen so far these past couple of games. The younger guys can give me way more hope than our shitty ass fucking captain. That's where I'm at with this team. Like, at this point, I don't even want a team captain anymore. I could give two fucks if this team goes on and becomes the NHL team without a captain. Because clearly, this team doesn't need a captain. Right now, there does not need to be any leadership. They just need to figure out the the young core they got right now, and they go from there. And then they try to figure out their future captain because, like I told y'all, JT Miller needs to be stripped off his captaincy. I'd rather see Ty Cartier, Noah Laba, or Adam Edstrom, or fucking Matthew Robertson for all I care. Even freaking Iorio, like give it to somebody other than Miller for the captaincy because it's just not working. It's not. So that's where I'm at, guys. I will see you guys on Saturday for the next home game. They play the Winnipeg Jets. I truly don't know how they're gonna play. It would not surprise me one fucking bit if JT Miller gets put into the fourth line and somehow he contributes to having their fourth loss in a row. Cause from here, like I just don't know, guys. I already told y'all many videos ago. If this continues, I'm just going to be done with this season. I'm already done with the season as it is, but like I just don't know if this would be worth watching anymore. I truly don't because these fucking guys don't care that they have younger players that can actually give us a watchable product. Yet no, they gotta give JT Miller's needs and make sure he gets all the ice time and opportunity because he's their captain. Yet this guy hasn't done fucking jack shit. Contributes points but does not do anything for the team. Like it doesn't do anything for the game. Doesn't help them win. Doesn't put them in a playoff position. Like what more you need to know about JT Miller? Like what fucking more? I don't know what more it's gonna take, but like I said, guys, from here I'm just waiting for the draft, and it's only gonna get better if we get our fucking young lineup that we had a couple of games prior. Then you guys might feel excited once again. But until then, you're gonna keep seeing this JT Miller cancer toxicity continue. Plain and simple. Now I will try to I will have the highlights on the way because I do have the highlights from the previous game ready to go, but obviously I gotta try to get the clips from this game tonight, and I will have them uploaded ready to go, guys. I mean, like I said, I don't know what more it's gonna take for Mike Sullivan to realize you gotta shut down JT Miller. Nobody wants to see this fucking bullshit, shitty product of a leadership he's giving us. We're over it. Bring back our fucking younger guys, cause I'm over this shit. I'm over this JT Miller. I don't want to watch any more JT Miller playing hockey. I don't. I'm tired of it. That this fucking guy could score 4 goals in a game for all I care, and I somehow will know it's not going to help with this team. That's how ridiculous it is. Like how the hell you can score more points than Truba, yet it does not fucking help. That's my biggest pet peeve right now. But as always, y'all, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for hitting that like button. And I will keep you guys up to date for Saturday's game against the Winnipeg Jets. Tomorrow, I will probably try to do a video and maybe see, like, because you know what? I'm going to show you guys statistically how bad this team has gotten since JT Miller has returned. So tomorrow, I'm going to try to do my homework and show, like, give you guys an idea of why you need to be worried while he's playing for the team. So, as always, y'all, thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a wonderful night. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Let's go, Rangers. Trade JT Miller. And Chris Drury, if you don't do something about him, you need to be fired. Plain and simple. So, as always, y'all have a wonderful night. And I appreciate y'all support.